Hello, everybody. Once again, thank you so much for being here on my show, just in time to chat. I know it has been a long time, guys. It has been way too long. But hopefully I'm back. Of course, things have been crazy. I got my beautiful PS5 sitting right there. If you guys can see it, it looks amazing. It is amazing. It's a fantastic console. Um, One of the best for sure ever. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. We are here to talk about movie news, anything happening within the vast world of entertainment. And I only got two topics for the show today. Stinky Fart says, "Hey, what's up, Justin?" Not much. Stinky Fart. That's an amazing name. But not much. I hope you're doing well. And so we got two topics today. The first one is not as big, but the second one is massive, massive news. And I'm excited to go into this and what I think it means for the future of Hollywood. So the first topic that we have today is that Black Panther 2 will not use a CGI Chadwick Boseman. Chadwick Boseman, as we all know, tragically passed away a couple months ago from, I think it was colon cancer. It was super, super sad. He was only 44 years old, and he passed away. And there have been several debates, and people didn't know, are they going to use a CGI double? How are they going to do this? How are they going to do Black Panther moving forward? And I always, ever since that happened, I've been saying they're not going to recast. There's no way they recast. That's disgusting. They're not going to do that. Like that would be disgraceful. It would be rude to me, at least. You might have a different opinion, but to me, that was always out of the question. So if we go over to this article from USA Today, it confirms that Black Panther 2 will not include a CGI Chadwick Boseman. Producer says there's only one Chadwick, which is true. Marvel Studios executive producer on Black Panther, Victoria Alonso, confirmed in a recent interview with Argentine newspaper Clarín that the 2022 sequel to the hit Marvel action movie will not use a digital double for Chadwick Boseman, who died of cancer on August 28th at the age of 43. So this pretty much confirms what I've been saying this whole time. And then she later says, there's only one Chadwick, and he's not with us. Our king, unfortunately, has died in real life, not just in fiction. And we are taking a little time to see how we return to the story and what we do to honor this chapter of what has happened to us and what was so unexpected, so painful, so terrible in reality. So, Stinky Far asks, are they going to make Shuri the new Black Panther? That's my theory, at least. There's been no official word on this, but I mean, that's what I would do in this situation, in this really, really unfortunate situation. That is what I would do. I would let Shuri, whatever. I would let her rise to the occasion and let her become the new Black Panther. I think that's what makes sense to me, at least. But yeah, they're not going to recast. They're not going to do CGI. Thankfully, I don't know what they're going to do. It's a really terrible situation. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what their plans are. But you guys can let me know in the live chat. What do you guys think is going to happen to this? Yeah, I don't have a clue. Let me go back to this article. Okay. So as a character, what he did elevated us as a company. I know that sometimes 2 months go by or 3 months go by in production, and one says already it was a long time. But it is not a long time. We have to think carefully about what we are going to do and think about how we are going to honor the franchise. A Marvel Studios rep declined to comment. So, yeah, that's essentially it for that first topic. They're not going to do a CGI Chadwick Boseman. They're not going to recast. They're going to have to find a way to keep this story going. And I'm extremely relieved that they're not doing CGI and that they're not doing a I mean, if they're not doing CGI, then I doubt they're going to recast. But that makes me feel a lot better because I had friends that are like, oh, they're going to recast. They have to recast. I'm like, but think of the moral issues that come with recasting someone who just passed away. Like, I don't know. The Alex Trebek situation to me is a little bit different, but I don't know. I'm relieved. I'm relieved that they're not going to do. Sorry, guys, 1 second. I'm glad they're not doing a CGI Chadwick Boseman. I'm glad. I hope they don't recast. I don't think they're going to recast, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. So the real question though is, what do you guys think about this? Do you want them to do a CGI Chadwick Boseman? Do you want them to recast to keep the story going? Do you agree with Stinky Fart that do you think that they might make Shuri the new Black Panther, which I think is the most logical explanation? Jump in the live chat and let me know. Stinky Fart is keeping this chat alive today. I want to see them pay homage to Chadwick in the beginning of the movie, and then somehow connect it to Shuri becoming the new Black Panther. They could. They really could if they really try. Then I don't see it being a problem with them making Shuri the new Black Panther. So that is it for main topic number 1, and we move on to our second main topic and our final main topic, which I am so excited for. And that is that Wonder Woman 1984 is officially headed straight to theaters and straight to HBO Max on Christmas Day. Now, if you know me in real life or you've been watching my show or anything, you know that I'm a massive, massive fan of DC and the DCEU, as I am with the MCU. I just prefer the DCEU because it's more grounded, more realistic, whatever. So Wonder Woman 1984, and actually I think I can pull up HBO Max real quick and I can show you guys. So obviously with COVID and everything, there are not a lot of theaters open. I don't know how it is in other parts of the world, but I know here in the US, there are not a lot of theaters open right now, unfortunately. So they did this very smart, I think, very smartly, Michael from The Office. Because I do know for a fact that in some parts of the world, theaters are open still. Maybe they didn't get hit near as hard. And I know like an hour and a half away from me, there's a theater that's open. So it's not like there's a mandatory theater shut down worldwide, you know. Some theaters are open. But for people outside the US, I think HBO Max is only available in the US, which is really unfortunate. But for people who don't have who don't have access to HBO Max, and for people who don't have access to theaters, I'm hoping that one of these choices will be available to them. For people maybe who live in Central America, maybe, or let's say South America. HBO Max isn't available there, but maybe they haven't been hit as hard with this virus yet. Maybe most of their theaters are still open. So a lot of them are going to be able to go see the movie in theaters and not HBO Max because they don't have HBO Max. Here in the US, where we've been hit really hard, and it still looks like it's getting worse, but the vaccine is almost out. Cross your fingers. We have HBO Max, you know. Most of our theaters are shut down, but we have HBO Max, so there's that. So here we go. All right, let me get this shared with you guys. Give me one sec. Okay, can you guys see that? So if you look, the Wonder Woman 1984 trailer, you can watch the trailer on HBO Max if you want to. A new era of wonder begins. For the first time ever, Wonder Woman 1984 will release in theaters and stream exclusively on HBO Max on the exact same day, December 25th, Christmas. Now, you have to consider a couple things here. Obviously, I'm stoked. I am so excited. I'm ready to see this movie. This movie was supposed to come out over a year ago. It's been in development hell. I'm ready to see this film. I love Wonder Woman. I love the first one. I love it. You're gonna have to pirate Wonder Woman 1984. Are theaters not open where you live, Stinky Fart? Or is HBO Max not available where you live? So yeah, exclusively on HBO Max, which I love. I've been an advocate for HBO Max forever. I just recently got a new Android TV that has like an Android operating system that I can download things straight from HBO Max, all these things that weren't available on Roku because they haven't made a deal with Roku yet, which I think is so idiotic. But they finally struck a deal with Amazon. So now people with Amazon Fire TVs, Amazon Fire Sticks, there's something else I don't remember, but Amazon everything, HBO Max is now available for them to download. So they should see a little spike in subscribership there, which is really exciting. But they're going to have to get this app available on Roku before Wonder Woman 1984 comes out because they'll lose a lot of potential subscribers if it's not available on Roku. Roku is by far the largest streaming platform ever. It takes all your streaming services, Disney Plus, HBO Max, Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, Amazon Prime, all of them, Peacock, CBS All Access, puts all of them in one place. I had a Roku. I used a Roku for years until I recently upgraded to an Android TV. So now I don't need it, but I will use it when I move out and stuff on a different TV. It's available on Chromecast. You can get the brand new Chromecast, which is basically just the same thing as Roku, but just faster and sleeker. You don't have to use your phone at all. It comes with an actual remote. So they have to get it. That's one thing that has to happen for this to work. They have to get Roku. They have to get a deal struck with Roku if they want this to succeed. I don't know if they're going to make their money back. I'm not holding my breath for them to make their money back. I don't know. New York doesn't have any open theaters that I know of. So you're in New York. Wait a minute. I have a Fire Stick. Does that mean that Wonder Woman 1984 is available to me? It means that you will be able to watch Wonder Woman 1984 on Christmas Day if you have HBO Max. You might. My guess is, Stinky Fart, the name, that's so funny. My guess is they're probably going to get rid of the free trial while Wonder Woman is on HBO Max. Like the day it launches, they're probably not going to have a free trial option because everyone is just going to use a free trial, watch Wonder Woman, and then cancel. So they're probably going to have to get rid of that. You're probably going to end up paying just the $14.99 for your first month, and then you can cancel after that to watch it. But yes, let me check one more time. But Amazon HBO Max. All right, just give me 1 second, guys. I'm just making sure that I'm not feeding you crap, Stinky Fart. Yeah, there we go. After a long, okay, let's switch screens here. So you have a Fire Stick. That's good. Fire Stick is pretty much like Roku, isn't it? It's a lot like yeah. So stop screen. There we go. So share screen. All right, here we go. So you can see that? Good. So it says, after a long battle between Amazon and HBO owner Warner Media, the two companies have come to an agreement that will allow Amazon Fire TV users to finally stream HBO Max. Starting on November 17th, which was 3 days ago, people with Amazon Fire TV streaming devices, Fire TV Edition smart TVs, and Fire tablets can load HBO Max directly onto those devices. Until now, Amazon allowed HBO customers to access a version of HBO Now, but there was no way to get Max, Warner Media's new streaming service. Warner Media's announcement notes that current HBO subscribers who go through Amazon Prime video channel option will also be able to log into Max for no additional cost. So I think, if Amazon Fire TVs and Amazon Fire tablets are getting it, I have no doubt that a Fire Stick should. Stinky Fart, if you have access to your TV right now, you could go and check and see if HBO Max is available to download, because they finally came into a deal. So I would imagine that Fire Sticks would be on there. I would imagine. But yeah, so there's that. So what was I talking? Oh yeah, Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman. So yes, it really, really, really honestly depends how you look at this, because you could be like, oh good, they're getting the movie out, they're putting it out in some theaters, it's going to make some money, they're putting it out on HBO Max, it's going to make some money. But then you have to think, is it going to be enough money? Is this going to be enough money for them to recoup their losses of letting this huge $200 million plus film sit there for over a year and not release it? That's what you have to think about. I don't think it's going to make its money back. I just don't, because there's no way to. You release in theaters, it's not going to make its money back. You release on HBO Max, it's definitely not going to make its money back. So I think they're doing the best that they can, because they can't let this sit there any longer. They can't. This movie was supposed to come out a long time ago. So by them putting it on HBO Max, which is still growing, it doesn't have a lot of subscribers. It has like a fraction of what Disney Plus has, but it is getting there now that it's available on Amazon Fire Stick and Amazon Fire TV and Amazon Fire tablets. This subscribership is going to rise as they're getting more DC content. This is the hub for DC content. Now that DC Universe is getting phased out and turned into just a comics app like Marvel Unlimited, HBO Max is now the home of Cartoon Network. It's now the home of everything DC, like all the DC animated films, DC animated TV shows, Doom Patrol, which is one of my favorite shows of all time, Titans, Teen Titans, Young Justice, Swamp Thing, all of these. I don't know about the CW, but all of these shows and movies are getting moved over to HBO Max. So HBO Max is now the DC equivalent to Disney Plus, where Disney Plus is the hub for all things Marvel. HBO Max is becoming the hub for all things DC, which is exactly why they're putting it. Stinky Fart just checked. You are available to download HBO Max. Amazing. And a Stinky Fart, they just made this deal 3 days ago. It wasn't this. HBO Max has been out for over a year now, and it was only available on Android devices. That was it. You couldn't get it on Roku. You couldn't get it on. If you didn't have an Android TV or a Chromecast, you were screwed. So the fact that they're finally branching out, and you can get, and Stinky Fart, I highly recommend HBO Max. It's a phenomenal streaming service. I'm watching like 3 shows right now on there. I've got like Impractical Jokers, which is amazing. Doom Patrol, Titans. It's fantastic, and they've got so much original content, like Game of Thrones, Chernobyl, which I still have to watch, Westworld, Raised by Wolves, which I didn't really like Raised by Wolves, but a lot of people do. It's a phenomenal streaming service, and I love it, and I think it's fully worth my $15 a month. So, yeah, Stinky Fire, if you need Persuaded to get it, because the Snyder Cut, that's the only way Snyder Cut's getting released. I don't think the Snyder Cut's getting a theatrical release. I think it's just getting on HBO Max, which it's going to skyrocket when that happens. It's going to be amazing. So that's good, Stinky Fart. I'm glad that you're able to download it. Good. So it's on Fire Sticks, TVs, Fire tablets, all the Amazon stuff. That's amazing. They're finally, and once they strike a deal with Roku, their subscribership is just going to keep going up and up and up. Yes, they did used to have HBO Go and HBO Now, and they replaced it with HBO Max. HBO Go and HBO Now was it was a mistake because they had a serious branding problem. So they had HBO, I think it was Go first, and then it was HBO Now, and they released HBO Max, and we're like, people are so confused. They're like, I don't even know what I have. What's the difference? But HBO Max is literally the only HBO app to have. I think I don't even know if HBO Max, I don't even know if HBO Go and HBO Now are available on any devices anymore, except Roku, because they haven't struck a deal with them yet. But HBO Max is the HBO now. It's not HBO. It's not HBO Now. It's not HBO Go. It is all of HBO crammed into one. It's everything. It's everything HBO. So don't get HBO Now. Don't get Go. Don't get HBO. Get HBO Max, because that is the streaming service to have. It's the hub for all things DC. All of HBO's premium original content is on there, and a lot of it is really amazing. I still need to watch Chernobyl. I'm looking forward to watching Chernobyl, that miniseries. I heard nothing but good things. So yes, I think that's gonna do it for today, guys. Let me know what you think of Wonder Woman getting put on HBO Max and in theaters at the same time. Do you think that's a good move? You think they should have held it a little longer? What do you guys think should have happened? Let me know in the comment section below, and I'll see if Stinky Fart has any. Do you have anything else to say, Stinky Fart? I'm pretty sure he's the only one watching right now live, but that's fine. I don't do it for the viewership. I do it because I like talking movies. So yeah, that's that. Yeah, I'm incredibly pumped though for Wonder Woman. I've had HBO Max for months now. I share it with my mom and dad and my uncle. I pay for it, but we do the thing where it's funny. So my uncle pays for Disney Plus, and then our whole family uses it. I pay for HBO Max, and then our whole family uses it, and then my mom and dad pay for Netflix and Hulu, and then our whole family pays for it. Like, we have a streaming service family circle, and it's amazing because streaming services get spendy, but when you split it with family members, it gets a lot more manageable. All right, Stinky Fart. Thank you. That's such a funny name. Can't wait for more news. No more questions. Great live. Thank you. That means a lot, and I'm thankful that you tuned in. I'm glad you had a good time. I hope you get to see Wonder Woman, man. I truly, truly, truly hope you get to see Wonder Woman 1984. Even if they take away the free trial, just pay the $15. I think Warner Bros. Deserves it. I think they've been in a really crappy position. And and I don't envy them one bit having to hold their movie forever for over a year. When was when was Wonder Woman 84 initial release date? When was it supposed to come out? I want to know what the first release date was, but I can't find it. It wasn't this year, was it? I could have swore it was last year. Maybe it was this year, but I didn't. I thought it was last year. But anyway, Stinky Fart, thank you so much for tuning in. Everyone, thank you so much for watching this after the live is over. I hope you guys have a great day. Stay safe. Be smart. Don't be dumb. Pretty much it. Go subscribe to HBO Max if I haven't persuaded you already. Stinky Fart, I hope you get your chance to watch Wonder Woman 1984 on December 25th. And that's the great thing, I think, is that you don't have to risk your life to go to a theater to watch it. You can watch it from the comfort of your own home. And I forgot a big thing here. Mulan. Oh, sorry, my cat's in here. That scared me. Mulan, even subscribers to Disney Plus, you had to pay $30 to watch it, even after you were subscribed to Disney Plus. Warner Bros. Made it very clear that they, on the official post, it says free to all subscribers at no additional charge. And that was pretty much a big middle finger to Disney, who made their subscribers pay another $30 to watch Mulan, which wasn't even, I didn't think it was good. But that's amazing, because Warner Brothers is killing it right now with everything. They've got the whole DCEU, everything. I don't know. We finally got some good news, and I'm really looking forward to Wonder Woman, and I cannot wait for the Snyder Cut. I can't wait for the official trailer because it's coming out. It could be coming out in a couple months, guys. It's November, and they said it's coming out towards the beginning of 2021. So we'll have to wait and see. Thank you guys so much as always for watching. Same with Amazon Prime. You pay for the streaming service, but you have to pay for something. I know it's so strange. Yeah, it's weird. And especially Disney Plus, because Disney already has 70-something million subscribers, so they didn't need that whatever. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys. I guess Wonder Woman is still a ways away. We still have over a month, but I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and thanks for tuning in.